Hey guys, it's Mike from the Off Grid Shop here. So I hope everyone's well. It's been a while. So yeah, just want to touch base. Yeah, since the floods, I've been pretty much hammered with getting things done. I've had to replace all my camera gear and still doing jobs and stuff like that we had booked in before the flood, so it's been pretty big. But today I'm going to talk about something in this video about the Ecoflow Hub kit. This is a project I'm going to be doing over the Christmas holidays. Well, hopefully I'll get it done before Christmas so I can use it over the Christmas holidays. It's pretty exciting. So I've been working with Ecoflow, doing some pretty cool stuff with those guys over the last sort of 6 to 12 months. So pretty exciting. So we're working on some pretty cool new products coming up, which is cool. But what I want to show in this video today, guys, is how I'm going to use an Ecoflow Power Hub kit in my car. I've just she's a 2013 Hilux. We'll start the front here. So this is actually a 90-watt solar panel. I've actually had custom made from a company called Lex Sun Solar, I think. I'll put the link in the description below. That's a 30-watt panel. We'll be ripping that off, put the 91 on, which is pretty exciting. Anyone wants to know about the hybrid? We've actually installed a hydrogen kit in this car, which is pretty cool. So I'm yet to turn it on. I've had to do some testing and playing around. So yeah, so let's get into the Ecoflow and what we're doing here. And to keep this video nice and quick and short, guys. So this is pretty much a plug and play off-grid power kit, and we do these, these are basically to Australia, I think about October, and we've had a few of these go out into tiny houses and a few little off-grid cabins and things like that. And what I want to do, we're actually going to install this in my vehicle here, so I can use it in the vehicle, and they're just plug and play. So this here is actually a 5 kilowatt-hour battery. So if you check out the size of that there, it's not really that big. So yeah, it's 5 kilowatt hours of storage in there, which is great. And literally I've just plugged the cable in top of that, plugged it over here, and you can sort of see the lights just on there. So we've got power. So that is it. Battery, inverter. Now inside these things here, they an all-in-one unit, got some really cool features. So in this setup here, in houses we can put 3 strings of solar panels in them. What I'm going to do here in my car, I'm actually going to have the solar panel is actually going to connect with the main battery, with the start battery in the car, and then once it's charged, which is pretty much always charged, we're going to hook it up to a Victron DC to DC charger so we can boost it up to its maximum capacity all the way to the back of the car here. I'm going to shove it in this alternator connection here, so while we're driving along, we're going to take advantage of that big generator on the car, and also with the solar panel as well, which is going to help out. So at 90 watts going along, pump the battery while we drive along. And so we're going to have these here. I'm going to hook these up so we can actually put some panels in, so put some foldable panels on the rooftop tent on top of the car. We're going to have one panel on top of that, which will run down to one of these trackers in here. And then on the other one, I'm going to leave that. I'll have a couple of different Anderson plugs on the bottom of my car where I can actually plug in and run the foldable panels, so the ones you put out in the sun, the paddock, because the reality is with these solar panels you put on your bonnet and on your roof and stuff like that, when you go camping, four-wheel drive, and you want to put your vehicle out of the sun basically and have it in the shade. So yeah, so that's what we're doing with this, guys. So these are a really cool all-in-one kit. They're a 3.6 kVA inverter, so 3,600 watts you can crank out of these little bad boys. And they've also got a smart distribution panel, which I'm going to do some really cool stuff with. So it's smart AC and DC, and I really love, and that's what I've been working with these guys about, is about the smarts and the technology when it comes to off-grid. Now, just give you an example. It's got DC and AC in it, and what I'm going to have is literally the AC turns off overnight, so nothing can run from AC. And then what I'm actually going to do is also have my fridge turn off, so basically you can turn the fridge off at 10 o'clock at night and turn it back on at 6 in the morning when the sun comes up and things like that. The reality when you're living out of your vehicle and doing things like that, that when you're not using a fridge, and even at home, if it's not getting open and closed, it doesn't use hardly any energy, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, we've got the panel here which tells us everything going on. You can fully control that, so I'm going to mount that somewhere in the front of the car, so we can actually control it all driving along. If you don't have one of those, you just actually use the app on your phone, so you can do that. But I want to get in the front of the car somewhere, so yeah, so we can actually plug AC into it. So like if you're at a caravan park or a generator or things like that, you can just plug it straight in. These guys do their own generator. Myself personally, I won't be taking a generator or anything like this. So the way I think about a generator in a four-wheel drive is you've got the vehicle, the motor, you start the car, go for a drive, and that's your generator. And with 5 kilowatt hours camping, if I use all that, haven't had enough fun camping. I've been too busy sitting around the car, so it's a decent sized load. So yeah, so these are really cool little kit, guys. I'm going to install in the car, and what I'm also going to do, I'm going to wire my car up and set it all up that if I have a blackout in my house, I know it's probably hard to believe they would have that with all my solar panels up there. We got a 25 kilowatt system on the house, and we've got batteries in there everywhere. But if we do have a blackout, and I more want to show you guys at home that you could actually have this system in your car and you could actually use it. I'm actually also going to park my car up here and have it set up that we do take advantage of the battery when it's sitting around, when it's just parked at home, not actually getting used. So this is a work car, pretty much gets used all the time, but when it's not, it's going to be sitting at home here, and we're going to plug these batteries into my shed. We're going to take advantage of some stuff over there in the shed and take some advantage of using these batteries while sitting around. So cool. Any questions about the hub kit, guys, just post in the comments below, and stay subscribed and tuned if you want to find out more about this project. And hopefully, you know, it's December 2022. It's about the 14th of December, and I'm ideally going to have this, I think it's the 13th today. So the goal is the next 10 days to have this done, installed, ready to go. I'm actually just waiting for my wing kit around here, so I can actually get that. Once I've got that, I'm going to be able to install the Power Hub kit and get everything on the go and have it all rocking and rolling. So any comments or questions, guys, post below, and we can talk to you about helping you out with your project. So thanks, guys, and until next